Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Absolutely frickin' called it. I told you guys that this is exactly what would happen, although it's not exactly a hard prediction to make. This is the Democrat MO. Just the other day we were covering the story of a couple House Democrats storming an ICE facility. I believe one or two of them then assaulted one of the officers on scene, and of course things devolved into absolute chaos as they refused lawful orders to vacate the premises. They stormed an ICE facility, engaged in criminal trespassing, assaulted federal agents, then of course all hell broke loose, which is really not surprising. They essentially broke the law, and I told you that after facing consequences, it's pretty much guaranteed they're gonna start playing victim all over the media. Cue the sympathy tour, and of course, right on cue, the Democrats all come in. Ooh, my Trump authoritarianism, here we go again. The Trump Gestapo cracked down on our peaceful protest with absolutely no reason whatsoever. Yeah, except guess what? They're all freaking lying, and Bodycam footage now pretty much proves it all. Let me show you guys exactly what's going on. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright folks, so let's first start off with this Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez clip. Of course, she's an expert in this stuff. She's the one who started the trend of showing up at these facilities and grandstanding for the woke crowd. Well, AOC decided to chime in even though she had no facts, no evidence, no video footage to make her claim. Of course, none of that really matters. No, and she also has no law degree, but she somehow decides to be a legal armchair quarterback here. Here's AOC's, I guess we could say, armchair attorney.
And now what DHS is trying to say, again, they're using public intimidation because they know that they cannot come for us all. And recently what they said is that DHS is allegedly looking into arresting members of Congress who were showing up for their legal and constitutional obligation to conduct oversight. If anyone's breaking the law in this situation, it's not members of Congress, it's the Department of Homeland Security.
AOC states definitively that if anybody broke the law in this situation, it wasn't the members of Congress, it was the Department of Homeland Security. Kind of an interesting thing to say without the evidence, right? Just goes to show you how these people are just all dishonest grifters. But anyways, this has basically been the narrative all day long.
He's given permission to his cabinet and those who work for him to lie. And she's lying too. And so I was there. I saw it. I was a part of it. I was in the middle of it. We did not in any way, shape, or form disrespect the physicality of any of those ICE agents. And to say so is just to perpetuate the kind of lying that we are experiencing in this country at the highest levels.
We didn't do anything. We were just peacefully assembling. We've also got this post here from Representative LaMonica. She posts a couple photos of herself with a peaceful demeanor, doing nothing wrong. In fact, she's got her arms crossed. The way we were treated at Delaney Hall is almost unbelievable. ICE shoved me, manhandled Representative Bonnie, and arrested Ras Baraka. They disrespected us and tried to stop us from conducting the oversight that we were elected to do, but we'll never back down in our fight for what is right. So you see the picture that they're painting here, right? We were totally peaceful, did absolutely nothing wrong. Then this morning, or yesterday morning as you're watching this, CNN does a piece, and it's a puff piece as usual. They present the situation as such.
The Department of Homeland Security has since released the body cam video. I have combed through all of the video that they made available. We're going to show you portions of it now. And you can clearly see that, yes, there was very much a scuffle, a lot of pushing and shoving. I should note that you see the blurred faces there. That was done by the Department of Homeland Security. They gave us the video with the faces blurred. But at no point throughout this video do you see any body slamming of officers going on. And we spoke to Congresswoman Coleman about that this morning for her to describe exactly what happened there. She was one of the 3 members of Congress who was trying to get access to the facility yesterday. This is what she said actually happened during the scuffle.
A nonsense report that selectively uses footage to make, again, these members of Congress seem as if they were just ambushed by a bunch of federal officers for literally no reason. And yeah, you could probably tell what I'm trying to build here or where I'm taking us. Womp womp womp. Then the friggin' video footage comes out. Actually, let's put it the way the Department of Homeland Security put it. Let's check the tape. Here's the body cam footage of what actually happened. Well, would you look at that? Caught on film, elected members of Congress, or in this case, one particular member of Congress, Representative LaMonica, putting her hands on federal officers, assaulting people, shoving people, giving them the elbow. Yeah, let's just say a far cry from the photos, the innocent photos that she posted on her Twitter, where she's just standing there, and again, an Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez style photo op on the other side of the barrier, just so concerned about the poor migrants, the poor MS-13 criminals, the poor convicted felons who have no legal status to be in the country. Make it frickin' make sense. These people are unbelievable. They showed up at this facility, first of all protesting the most insane crap you could imagine, but they clearly did not show up peacefully. Representative LaMonica was going on a complete tirade, saying things like, "I touch whoever I want, mother effer." As reported in this headline from the Gateway Pundit, they showed up to cause a ruckus, they assaulted agents on scene, and caused an altercation that resulted in chaos. It's literally that simple. And you want to conduct oversight, which is what they keep talking about. You absolutely can. I don't think the Trump administration is trying to hide anything. But how about you go about doing it in a standard professional manner? What is so difficult? And actually, I have the perfect clip to really show the difference between both sides here. Here's a clip when Republican representatives were trying to visit some of the January 6 hostages at a DC prison.
What do you have to hide here? Really, what are you hiding?
I've never had.
I'd like to see the whole facility. I'm concerned about every single person staying here. You can give us approval right now.
You can give us that permission.
We actually
You're
have
the
approval.
deputy
Members of
warden.
Congress, we have oversight over the district.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yes, you
You
can
haven't
open
helped
this
us
door.
yet.
Yes,
They're not
sure.
coming
You
in.
haven't helped us
I've
yet.
tried to help you. I will give you the phone number to the director's office.
Sure, well,
They showed up at the door, requested access, acted professionally, and guess what? They weren't arrested. Meanwhile, Democrats, everywhere they go, it's a scene. They cause a ruckus, storming the building, demanding access, acting unhinged and emotional. The contrast is stark, and I'm done playing this fake victim game. You are not a victim. If anything, you guys are just victims of your own unhinged behavior, victims of your own insanity. And now, of course, once again, as if it really changes anything, you're exposed in front of everybody as complete and utter liars who fabricate everything in an effort to smear the other side. It's the same tactic over and over again. Act unhinged, commit a crime, play stupid games, then win your stupid prize, and then feign victim. Not gonna work. You have been exposed. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.